Welcome to the Snapchat Cook-Off. I'm Danny, and with us, Sean Conway, the pride of Glen Ellen, Illinois, going up against Aaron Graff, the pride of Braidwood, and the former nude model. Who's gonna win, and who is gonna satisfy our three judges? Only one of these two talented cooks can make it to the next round. Actually, the championship. So who will decide their fates? Evan Jones.
I have really low expectations for this.
Brenda Mitchell.
My only expectation is that I don't get food poisoning and die.
And Tony McDaniel.
I live here, so it was just a short trip for a free meal.
Who's gonna win this ultimate cook-off of two of Snapchat's finest? Aaron, Sean, to the best of luck to both of you, and may the best cook win. Now shake hands and let's have a nice, clean cook-off.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Okay, well right now I'm browning my pork sausage and chorizo, and then once that's all nice and brown, I'm gonna add the flour and milk to make some gravy for, the greatest dish in the world, biscuits and gravy. I'm gonna make my own little take on this. Instead of just having the normal traditional biscuit and the gravy on top of it, it's gonna be a little different, so I'll be excited to see how it turns out.
So what I'm doing is making some breakfast muffins. It's bread at the bottom with cheese, bacon wrapped, and I'm cracking an egg in there. Top it off with some syrup after baking at 400 degrees. It is a delicious dish, as long as the egg does not burn and that the bacon cooks fully. It's going to be a challenge, but I should be able to make that happen. Ooh, there it is. Oops, that egg cracked a little ugly there, but it's alright.
You're gonna need alcohol for this.
Nope, not ready yet. Oh yeah, there's. Wait.
Good.
Little egg.
This is actually my dad's biscuits and gravy recipe, but I add chorizo to it because it tastes fucking delicious.
You got low expectations.
So right now I'm peeling the potatoes to make some hash browns. Because hash browns is the most underrated breakfast food there is, especially if they're extra crisp. Those are flame.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's nice and brown. You'll like to see that.
Struggling a little bit.
Yes, it does.
Shut up, viewers, okay? I get it. You're a better cook than I am.
You got low expectations.
Pork sauce is all brown. Now it's time for the flour, and after that we make the flour and the milk, and that makes the gravy, and after that comes the baking part. So that'll be fun.
It's a lot of flour.
I'm trying to see what Aaron's doing here. It looks like he's grating something more cheese. Oh no, it's a potato. It's a smart move. I like this. It's a smart move.
Wait, I wouldn't do anything about spaghetti.
I think he's got some cocaine here on his sausage. That looks delicious.
It smells like something's on fire, and there was a thick cloud in the air. It's burning my eyes a little bit, so I'm slightly concerned.
Well, so far it's promising. It's very cloudy. Kind of reminds me of my old days back at SIU. But, I think it's shaping up to be a very good competition from these two gentlemen.
So what I made for you today is some breakfast muffins with a bread base with some cheese, some cracked egg, and wrapped in bacon as the foundation of it. Then I made some homemade hash browns with some shredded potato, heated up to perfection with a little bit of cheese on top of it to enhance the flavor.
So how will Aaron's breakfast muffins fare with the judges? Dish number 1.
It's a little too runny for my taste, but the bacon's got nice flavor.
Yeah, I prefer my eggs scrambled. Scrambled eggs. Scrambled.
Yeah, it's almost, the egg's almost milky. I can't keep it on my fork.
I disagree with Tony. I think your eggs are fine.
The breakfast muffin is amazing. I'm a big fan of the breakfast muffin. But I am not going to touch the hash browns.
I am very concerned about the color of the hash browns, not gonna lie.
They are almost inedible.
The hash browns, while discolored, they don't taste bad. I think the breakfast muffin is really good.
It
but
is.
I think it could have maybe just cooked a little bit longer.
To be honest, I think Evan was a little ignorant saying the hash browns were inedible. They were fine to me. I tried them beforehand. Put a little cheese on it for flavor enhancement. I think he's just drunk. I really liked how Tony reacted, even though he said he was pretty honest. He said that the eggs were a little bit runny, but he seemed to like it all. Brenda liked the eggs, so I don't know. I think Evan's a for sure vote for Sean. Doesn't really matter because I think I'm gonna get the other 2. So best 2 out of 3 wins, and Evan will never be invited back. I think overall my dish spoke for itself, at least semi-somatic. That's gonna be hard to top. If Sean wins, so be it, but that's gonna be hard to top. That's a good dish. I busted my balls for it.
Alright, well you got your biscuits and gravy, normal dish, you know, you got the biscuits and the gravy. The gravy is made out of pork sausage and chorizo. I seasoned that meat with cayenne pepper and black pepper. And then after the meat was all browned, I put the flour and the milk in. After the milk was added, a little bit more black pepper just for the extra kick. And then after that, I took the gravy and I topped it over a layer of biscuits and egg yolk in the pan, and I baked it for 15 minutes at 350, and we have the biscuits and gravy bake. Hope you guys like it.
I'm having a tough time finding the biscuit in this biscuits and gravy.
That's a good thing in my opinion.
I'm concerned about the fact that this meal is just like one color and it's yellow.
Yellow's my mother's favorite color. Well, it's spicy. Oh, that's spicy.
See, I would actually add more hot sauce
I
to
would
it.
too.
Oh my goodness.
I love hot sauce, but this is good.
I think your biscuit to gravy ratio is a little off. I got a lot of biscuit, no gravy.
See, I got a lot of gravy, no biscuit. Maybe just inconsistent, but I like my ratio.
I really like the gravy's flavor. The gravy's really good, I think. And then I get to the biscuit in there, and it's good. This is well done, Sean.
Let me call you back in a bit. I'm in the middle of an Iron Chef challenge. Well, I wasn't so nervous about the whole biscuits and gravy part, but I had never done it in a dish like this before with the bake. I just kind of, winged it, hoping it would turn out great. I got mostly positive responses. Evan didn't like spice, but to each its own. The biscuits, were a little unevenly spaced. I didn't really know how to put them in the bottom of the pan, so I had that, mistake going. But hopefully that won't hinder my effect on the judges. I think I did pretty well. I'm confident going into this round that they'll enjoy the rest of their meal. It looks like they're actually eating the rest of their plates, so that's a good sign.
I think we all agree it's a really tough decision. I think both dishes could have cooked longer. Sean's biscuits were very doughy still. Aaron's egg was pretty runny. I think the only thing that takes away from Aaron, is his hash brown. His hash brown really, I think, killed the whole dish. His presentation was much better though.
I think the presentation of Aaron's was much prettier. Sean's kind of looked like a pile of vomit.
Yeah, I mean, if we took those hash browns away, this could be anybody's game. But the biscuits were a little doughy. I like the breakfast muffin a lot. I think we all did.
Yeah. I think Aaron did himself in by doing too much.
I think the prep work just wasn't there today.
So, do you think we have a decision here?
I think we do.
I believe we do.
Now that you've heard from the judges, it's time for the final act. Who will be crowned Snapchat Cook-Off Champion of 2016? Okay, it is time. Who will be the Snapchat Cook-Off Champion? Will it be Sean with his biscuits and gravy? Or will it be Aaron with his breakfast of champions? We'll start with Evan Jones. Evan, give us your vote and why.
Before I start, can we please turn the camera on these beautiful cooks? These guys did a great job. And they should be applauded for this. Yeah, great job.
Thank you for the food.
And your effort.
Let's get right into it. Sean, your biscuits were doughy, but the flavor was there, and it was a pretty well-rounded meal. Aaron, if we took away the hash browns, you had a great breakfast. And that breakfast muffin was phenomenal. And you were wearing an apron, so I am going to decide the breakfast muffin is better than biscuits and gravy. Aaron gets the point.
I appreciate it, and I'm sorry you didn't like my hash browns.
Put your nipples away.
Okay, so I took into consideration both flavor and presentation. I'm trying to decide, which it was a very close race. They were both very good. However, I think that Sean's won because flavor is better and it just took the cake for me.
We had cake?
Ha!
I missed out on the cake?
You're so funny.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, viewers from millions around the world, we have one voter left. Who's gonna win? It's Aaron or Sean. Who's the best of the best? It's up to Mr. Tony McDaniel to decide.
Aaron, I think you did a tremendous job on your English muffin. It was fantastic. It was the best thing I ate here today. But with that said, your hash browns were mundane. They were discolored. They didn't have much flavor. And then with Sean, I think you did a very good job on your biscuits and gravy. Both dishes were undercooked. I think your biscuits and gravy were doughy. Aaron, your egg was runny. But I think the biggest thing that says which one I like more is take a look at my plate. I finished Sean's. I couldn't finish Aaron's. So Sean gets my vote.
I showed you my tits for nothing.
Yeah, it's my luck.
Congratulations, Sean. Judges. Get the camera on my face. Camera.
Well, that about does it, Mr. Conway. I'd like to congratulate you on your fabulous win here today on the first annual Snapchat Cook-Off Challenge of 2016. Fans, if you'd like to get in touch with us, Snapchat us, please, for your Snapchat Cook-Off Challenge. But for all the judges here today, and for Sean and Aaron, I am Danny saying so long from Carbondale here on Walnut Street. We'll see you next time on the Snapchat Cook-Off Challenge. Have a great night.